The following podcast contains real reviews and the ridiculous reactions of two would-be oracles of the internet. The opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Seriously.
Speaking of Rebel Squadrons, I have a review, an Amazon review. I don't know about you, but sometimes I have a little trouble getting up. Picture yourself as a healthy person. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, thanks, Matt.
But you care about the earth, you care about your body, the temple, the Jedi temple as well. And you go to Amazon and you find yourself the Sun Alchemy Mushroom Coffee. Energized with organic fair trade coffee, lion's mane, reishi, chaga, and cordyceps mushrooms, 12 sachets. You might just buy those. You might be like Kitty, who writes a review about these and titles that review, Horrid Taste. Kitty writes, Navy veteran of 20 years, so I've drank some mud. But this stuff, it's the worst medicine I've ever tried to gag down.
Oof.
I bet the white dog poop Will Ferrell had to lick in Step Brothers tasted better. Shoot, right now I'd go for some just to get this taste out of my mouth. I'll have to try another brand. Maybe some of the other reviewers will actually say which kind they are using, not just say the other kind. There are tons. Anywho, 1 star.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue. If she thinks licking a white dog turd is better than this coffee, I don't want to try it. You know,
yeah,
she
I'll
had
take her
me
word
right there.
for it.
I'll definitely take her word for it.
Now, as we know, there are reviews that feature Will Ferrell movies, and
And you don't like 'em.
I'm slid on them. So it's been a while since I've seen Step Brothers. Is the dog turd white because it's really dried out?
Yes,
or?
it's an old dog turd in the park.
Okay. That's funnier than the dog just eating something and it being white. I think that's funny.
This is a mummified, flavor locked in dog turd. The white dog turd thing from Step Brothers always reminded me of
spices. How dried spices are more powerful than fresh. This is a tip, folks.
Sure.
You don't need to use as much if it's dried.
No, and what's Viva La Bam? Was that Bam's Jackass spinoff?
Yeah.
They did a scavenger hunt episode, sort of like, I'm sure in high school or college, your friends did little scavenger hunts like, get a picture with a Walmart employee, that type of stuff. But this one was just all sick. It was like drink a gallon of lemonade in 3 different counties, and then you can't pee until you get to the 4th county, stuff like that. But one was to find a dog turd outside that didn't smell and then microwave it until it does.
Wow.
Not to indulge in the horrible Bam Margera humor, but the story ends by them throwing the entire microwave out of the house.
Yeah, that is probably good. Yeah, the oils were heating up and everything. Toast your spices. They smell delicious.
Yeah, the corn was popping.
Don't toast your turds. Oh, God.
Okay, we'll back it up from there, but I think most people that drink this stuff don't straight up just nosh on the gross mushroom tea. I think they put some chocolate milk, some fucking hot cocoa in there or something.
Some dang cashew milk, some fair trade butter.
The grossest thing I've ever had is when they have to x-ray your stomach and you drink that fucking x-ray juice.
I love x-ray cheese.
And
100%.
they combine it with Kool-Aid to try and make it a little better. And I appreciate it. It does you can kind of squint your eyes really hard and pretend, please, this is just Kool-Aid. That's what you got to do with this mushroom garbage.
Yeah, okay. I'm not a fan of mushrooms anyway, so I don't know that.
I'm not really either. It's just like, just have a coffee if you want to be awake.
Yeah, coffee's pretty natural. I don't know what.
Yeah, the beans are from the ground. The oil makes you happy. You know, I think caffeine as a drug is the biggest, pandemic on this American society there is. Using the word pandemic right now, but it's, so many people are addicted to caffeine in this, casually addicted to it in the society. But I've come to the conclusion that it's good. It's the best thing there is. It makes life worth living. Even if caffeine is a great pursuit, and I commend you, but just have it. It's just so good. It just makes your life so much better. This awful life that we have to live in American society, working for people we don't like.
I am so put upon. Give me that cup of joe.
Just have a coffee, please. And put a little mushroom stink in it. Just go. What if she did 1/3, 1/4, 1/5 mushroom stink,
and then some regular Joe,
and then some regular Joseph?
Yeah. I had a coworker who would do half calf. He called it because he couldn't have full strength coffee. It would wire him up. So it was half decaf, half regular.
That's
give me that half calf.
Is that a fucking joke from the Tenacious D album? The drive-through skit, he's naming all the shit he wants, and he's like, I'm on a diet, and he's like listing 100 things. And he's like, right. I want a large soda, half Diet Coke, half Coke. I'm trying to watch my figure.
I doubt this man knows Tenacious D. He happens to be a deacon at a church. So
okay. Well,
if you listen to the D, that would be really awesome, but
there's the one gotta be deacons out there. There's got to be some tenacious deacons out there for sure. At least one.
This one, definitely not. He asked me one time, you know the band Enya? I was like, yes, I know what you're talking about.
Sure.
Okay, I know where we're sitting here.
We're sitting next to Enya, about to have a little chat. You should have said, Enya what? And he said, just Enya. And you say, and your face. And then
just leave.
A crying deacon on your hand.
Don't cry for me, deacon.
Does Enya have any radio hits?
Sail away, sail away, sail away. Isn't that Enya? And also the, who can say wash on something right now?
Oh, yeah.
Mac and cheese for...
Oh, yeah.
It's on the mac and cheese commercials.
And to Amazon for the Zen Toes moisturizing heel socks. 2 pairs gel line fuzzy toeless spa socks to heal and treat dry cracked heels while you sleep regular blue. It's just a fuzzy thing you put in your sock. I think you can put lotion in it or something.
Okay, cool.
The doll titles their review. It literally says wash hands in the description, so I don't understand the negative reviews. These are great. Soft, comfortable, cute, and they work. The negative reviews all mention that the socks got destroyed in the washing machine, and yet the instructions and product descriptions clearly say to hand wash only. This is really annoying when looking at reviews because they are inaccurate. Kind of like when the review says, my item was late, and they give it a 1-star review. That is not even rating the item, which is the point of a review. This item, when hand washed as instructed, is wonderful. And I didn't get a dime or a free product for this review. 5 stars.
Wow. I've got a bit of an authority on a couple of things here.
They're like, and bitches, before you say anything, this review was legitimate, all right?
This one's on the house.
Usually you gotta throw me a tenner to get a good a 5-star out of me. This one, out of principle, on the house.
Yeah, I like, I don't know, it's sort of a defiance against the broken system that they've seen.
Right. They've seen the reviews and they must scream.
I speak my mind for free.
They don't want these poor people, no one not to enjoy the Zen Toes moisturizing heel socks. As they have, there's gel in the heel.
I'm sure it's pretty cozy, comfy, healing.
Healing.
Balm-like.
Balm, yeah, they say Works best when used with your favorite lotion, cream, or balm.
Get it.
We here at Review Party are huge balm fans.
Nothing but balms.
Suck my balms.
I do appreciate also that this review is a subtle review of other reviewers being idiots.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, these people don't understand. It's the equivalent of George Costanza. We're living in a society here.
Right. Society will crumble if the reviews are not honest, if they're not accurate.
Honest, accurate, to the point, actually reviewing the product, not your failure to use the product as indicated.
How else will we survive capitalism without accurate Amazon reviews? They're already only letting us piss when they say, you know, we got to resort to buckets. We can't even go in the bathroom anymore. All we got is the buckets.
It's just all in the name of efficiency.
All in the name of efficiency and balmage.
People are going to pee on the floor anyway. Might as well mop up with that stuff, huh? Cut out the middleman.
Oh, man. I have, not to go back to the pee on the floor. I have been in bathrooms that be smelling like that.
Yeah.
And in people's houses, too.
Yeah, I think, like, when people are a bit messy with their splashing and splattering, like, you wipe off the seat, and under the seat and the rim, you'll spooge your little under your bowl cleaner. But there's also, like, the hinges, and some urine can find its way in there. We're
talking about piss particles here.
Yeah, the legendary piss particles developed by Hank Piss.
Remember the Avengers used the piss particles to save the world against Thanos?
If no one saw it coming. It's sterile.
He had the idea when he got a sea urchin bite and someone had to pee on his hands.
But anyway, my point is that, yeah, it'll get gunky in there, and that it'll just fester and smell like a porta-john, a portalet, a porta-potty, whatever you want to call them. It smell doo-doo pee-pee bad.
Now, to bring it all together here, I don't think you want to wear Zen toes and walk into a pee-pee smelling bathroom.
No. It'll get absorbed right into those goo heels.
Yeah, these do look highly absorbent. The goo heels, they're ready for anything. They're like Pokemon, they're not evil. It's the user.
You've turned it bad. Your influence.
You could put some hot sauce on this and give it to your enemy. Oh, you got cracked heels, son? Try these. Zen toes.
Whoa!
Yeah, I got some Cholula in there. Giving hot feet a whole new meaning, baby. Hey!
Cooling his feet off in a bucket of piss. Anyway, I have an IMDb review for A Walk to Remember. Perky-eared listeners will recall that we referenced this movie. Well, I referenced this movie last week, and I just thought, heck, I need to dig up a review of
see what's going on over there.
That Mandy Moore classic.
I need some Mandy Moore of that movie.
Yeah. This IMDb review comes to us from A_different_drummer, who titles their review 187 close-ups, 23 handkerchiefs, and 2 entirely different movies. They write, my notes. 1. One of the greatest setups in the history of film. Boy meets girl. They appear to have nothing in common. She has only one condition to their relationship. Quote, promise not to fall in love with me. 2. how many close-ups of Mandy Moore's face are there in this film? I stopped counting after about 110. Every one was justified.
This is not, there are too many. These were all justified choices.
Yes, pure artistic intent. Reasonable. Funny thing, Mandy Moore was 18 when this was filmed. In the grand scheme of things, she will never be 18 again. And that particular face will never exist again. Mm-hmm. Is that not what the essence of time travel really is? Every time you watch this film, you are transported back to 2002. And you can make the trip just as often as you like. 3. Were all those close-ups justified? Darn straight. Even now, there are social anthropologists out there still trying to catalog all those different facial expressions because many of them had never been seen before. 4. My beef with this film, and it is a beef which needs someone to give it a voice, is that it is actually 2 different movies, fused at the center by sheer star power and will. The first film is about a boy who falls in love with the preacher's daughter. I believe that such a film would have been a hit on its own, and I hope that someday someone has the will to try to make that film. The second film, which starts about 3/4 of the way through, is about a boy who falls in love with a girl who has cancer. This film succeeds in spite of the melding of the two, but this reviewer says that you did not need the second film to make the first a hit. 9 out of 10 stars.
Without that part, it wouldn't be a walk to remember. It would just be a walk.
Oh, beautiful.
Now, there's a lot to go over in that. I'm going to need you to send me that one if you can.
Oh, sure.
Much like their notes, to truly unpack this review, I need to reference it again.
Right.
But my one takeaway, the main takeaway I am having is I really want a different drummer to review a lot of movies. I want to hear their opinion on a lot of stuff. And for some reason, the one that sticks out to me, maybe it was the like amazement that a movie set in the modern day when it was made is some sort of time machine.
Yeah.
Like the concept of history is sort of nebulous to them, but the concept of time travel they can really get behind.
It's yeah.
But because of that, I think I really want them to watch Uncut Gems. I want their notes on Uncut Gems. Have you seen that one?
On Adam Sandler's face, you want their notes specifically?
The Adam Sandler's face close-ups when he says, "I'm gonna come." When he says, "Fuck you, get out of my store."
I have not seen the Uncut Gems as of yet, no.
Well, Uncut Gems, besides being a crazy movie and very good, is a 2008 period piece.
Okay. So it's a time machine.
It's a time machine. It's like, well, it's a recent time. It's made in 2019 and takes you back to 2008, which is sort of interesting to watch because it's like, oh, 2008 sort of was a thing, you know. The aughts sort of were a vibe. I think it's easy to think they weren't. They're saying that A Walk to Remember is a period piece because it was set when it was, and it will be that forever. So I wonder if they can even handle the concept of a period piece that actually is a period piece, not just a movie that becomes old with time.
Right, not just Mandy Moore's 18-year-old face locked in amber.
Have they heard of the concept of pictures? Polaroids.
You would have to assume.
Have they?
But this is a different drummer.
Okay, so Matt sent me the wall of text that is this hell of a review. I mean, what I've gone over quite a bit. What do you? Why did you bring this review for us to read today?
It was that time travel. As soon as I saw that. There are so many different ways I could disagree with that statement.
Sure. Okay, let's move on to the beef. How does that sound?
Okay. I think that's cool.
You like that point? You agree with that?
I don't necessarily agree, but I would love to be able to just voice clearly obtuse opinions about movies that were pretty good, but hey, if you took a bit out of it, maybe it would have been better. I don't know, man.
Hey, the integral and central plot points to this movie, the girl has cancer, the sort of driving emotional force that informs all the emotions you go through in the movie. I could really do without that.
You know what I could really do without? You know, The Mist?
Uh-huh.
It's like the Stephen King one where they're the monsters in the mist.
Yep.
And they're in the grocery store, and then they leave the grocery store, the family and a few of the people who became friends / family in that grocery store. And then the car runs out of gas, and our hero's like, well, shucks, there's a lot of mist around here and not a lot of chance of survival. And there's only so many bullets in the gun, wouldn't you know it? So he kills his family and friends, leaving himself to die at the monster's tentacles, only for the mist to lift, and the U.S. Army comes rolling through to save the day. I could do without that shock twist ending at the end. I just want everybody to die.
Yeah, you just want everyone to die.
And for our hero to be, mostly sad because he's going to die too, not an utter gut punch that makes you go, oh, whoa.
I had a funny, but I have an interesting anecdote that's related to that. So it's funny. The movie Clerks, made in like 1994 or whatever, originally ended with after Dante decides that he's going to call the college that his girlfriend wants him to go to, quit his crappy clerk job and turn his life around. And then he says goodbye to his friend and everything's going to be great. That's how the movie ends now. But originally, in the original screening, after he comes to that conclusion, a robber comes in and shoots him.
Oh.
So that was, the Clerks is just The Mist, huh?
Kind of. But now it makes me think that was the way Clerks originally was. So we have documentation that a different drummer knows the secrets of time travel.
Right.
Did a different drummer travel back in time to change how Clerks ended?
No, I think it was just a producer who thought it ended, a happy ending would be more marketable. And Kevin Smith agreed. Sorry to burst your bubble. Your time travel bubble. But I think this will be a juicier morsel to clamp on. So you think The Mist would be better?
No, I don't. I love that gut punch.
But by that logic, I think by their logic, let's take Saving Private Ryan. Classic film about the tragedy of war and how young men's lives people's entire families and lives are ripped apart over nothing. Let's make Saving Private Ryan, but without the war. just a bunch of guys, just Vin Diesel and Tom Hanks and all their friends walking across the French countryside looking for Matt Damon.
He's working on some vineyard somewhere. We gotta get him back home.
There's some freaking bridge that he's hanging out at. We got, there's so much traffic on the bridge. Tom, go out there and direct it.
This is a conflict-wrought situation. Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt. This is a little Yelp review. I'm sure we'll have a couple funny things to say about it. It is for King's Fish House in Rancho Cucamonga. Lovely little restaurant, I'm sure. This is a review from Alfred C. They write, a nice place to stop and grab a meal while visiting Victoria Gardens. King's Fish House has a variety of dishes to satiate you. The shucked oysters were good, but not great. Bits of broken minerals / shell had to be cleaned off, but no biggie. The appetizer combo was good to try. All the mixes, crab cakes, shrimp taquitos, calamari, and more. The sushi is decent as well. A helpful tip, the kids menu / activity book is one of the best I've ever seen. Seriously, hands down. The creator of this book should be rewarded. It is a small book that has pages for the kids menu. However, it is packed full of activity pages, coloring, mazes, crosswords, reading, etc. Even a small page of wash-on tattoos. Get your kids off the tablets and have them enjoy this gem. Tasty, friendly, a pleasant environment to enjoy the day. 4 stars.
Okay. I guess first minor comment. I guess I would overlook bits of shell being on my oysters, but at the same time, like that's not a dish that, Flo just shuffles on over and throws on the table. Here you go.
Sure.
Oysters. I'm paying some money for that. I don't want bits of mineral and broken shell to be floating around on my glob of mucus.
You order oysters. It's not just like Applebee's popping in Chef Mike hit the 30 seconds plus button a few times
right.
and throw it on the table. Yeah, it's a little bit upscale.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there is a reply, which I don't know, I thought was kind of funny in its directness, is mostly why this caught my eye. This is from Roger O. He's some kind of business manager. He replied to this review and said, I appreciate you taking the time to give us your honest opinion. I will follow up with the Oyster Bar team that worked last night. I am confident they can do a better job.
Uh-oh.
Poor oyster dudes.
Yeah, you lose a finger every time. Next time you'll be a bit more careful. You'll have to go slower,
with
won't
the
you?
shucker, too. That's what he cuts your little pinky off.
Yeah, that'll teach you to be more careful.
Like the Yakuza, they cut off the shucker's pinkies, so you have to rely on your brothers more. It is the most important of the mandibles for shucking.
You gotta focus if you ain't got no pinky. That way, no more shell.
It's where all the control comes from. A lot of people don't know that.
But okay, on to the encyclopedia of excitement. That sounds awesome. Temporary tattoos from the table?
Are you talking about the kids' pages? Oh yeah,
yes.
The wash-on tattoos. I mean, yeah, that's also what caught me about this. It's not often that you see the kids' activity crayon book mentioned.
No.
In an adult's review of a restaurant.
It is that radical. Capital R.
Yeah, I mean, I love a good maze.
I love a good back of cereal box when those are like perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Dang, why do I have to go to work? Or
when the back of cereal box somehow doesn't get old after days of staring at it with your morning sugary cereal. Magical.
Oh, yeah. The Cap'n Crunch is like so vivid, all these colors. Wow. Oh, man, somebody's doing a handstand over there. Sweet.
You're bringing me on a trip, Cap'n.
Ahoy.
But not only did this Cap'n satiate me with nourishment for my day, but also put a little tab of something on my tongue while I'm looking at the back of this crazy box.
Put a little pep in my step, if you know what I mean.
This is a review from Amazon for a series of reviews. We'll get to them. For the movie Flight, featuring Denzel Washington and John Goodman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a movie about a pilot who's drunk. I haven't really seen it. Denzel Washington's in it. This first one is really funny. It is a review from Sharon Lang. She writes, complete and total trash. Watched 10 minutes and quit. Heard the F word over and over at least 30 times.
Flight.
Saw a naked broad full on over and over. Then they started showing the men naked. What a waste of our money. This is the biggest piece of trash I've ever seen. We've missed the first hour on TV, so rented it. What a mistake. If there was a minus 10 star rating, that would be too good for this. 1 star.
Maybe they just didn't have a costuming budget. I don't know. They got to rent a plane to film this sucker.
Didn't start with a sex scene or something. It was just naked on the they're like, listen guys, no, don't wear something from home. We don't have to pay you for that. So buck up. Denzel's bare-assed right over there.
Hey.
You're not going to game up like him? Hey, look at him. He's a gamer. You're going to let him down? Afraid to show your cheeks?
Yeah, wow.
Look at this broad. She's naked full on over and over.
Broad is stood. I
really love the posturing. You can't say the F word. Over and over in 30 times? That's awful. That's offensive. Mm-mm. You can call some poor young actress a broad.
Yeah, it's a little coarse to use that term.
I am entirely offended by this review. Much less offended than I would be if I saw a naked broad full on over and over. That would be not very offensive at all to me. You know, different strokes for different folks, I guess.
I mean, give anything 10 minutes, and if it's for you, it's for you. If it isn't, waste of money.
They watched the second half. Yeah, then they liked it enough to pay money to see the first half.
And then, I'm like, oh no, can't get through this.
They're tallying F. First, they're parading out naked women. Then they're parading out naked men. When is it going to end? You know, we could have a full hour of this before we get to that second half. We got another review here from Phoenix 1200. I just like these two together. I thought they were so funny together. A powerful movie about addiction. They write, a powerful movie with excellent acting and direction. This movie is really about addiction. Stuffed into a story of an airline accident, blended together with another person's life of addiction. If anyone has experienced someone with an addiction problem, this movie hits the nail on the head. The main theme seems to be public trust that an airline pilot has in his or her profession. And you certainly don't show up drunk to fly a plane, huh? People with addiction problems will probably feel that they can fly a plane drunk and drive drunk and ruin other people's lives because they have that monkey on their back. And the only thing that makes the monkey feel good is another drink, hit, or toke. John Goodman's character is there to show/reveal that the only thing that can make Denzel's character function after a night of intoxication is a cocktail of drugs that will even out the alcohol and allow him to function on a nominal level. All of the lies, denying, and violence is part of the addiction process. Only when someone gets help and admits that they're an alcoholic will the process of healing begin, but it is a lifelong process that very few people can recover from, and that monkey is always resting on their back, on their backside, waiting to be fed. A very good movie that was done with great taste and sends a powerful message about addiction. It makes one wonder just how many people are flying, driving, and traveling while intoxicated. 4 stars.
You gotta wonder how many people out there got a monkey on their back.
Listen, if I'm gonna be flying and I got a couple hours before my flight, I'm not a pilot. I'm a passenger.
Mm-hmm.
That monkey's getting fed. I'm getting trash. Nothing better to do.
Yeah, you're not going to do it on the plane. That you'll cost as much as a plane ticket.
Just how many people are flying, driving, and traveling while intoxicated? Flying, driving? Not that many, we hope. Traveling? Oh,
For sure.
I'm dunked, dude.
For sure.
I am gone. Put my tally up for that one.
I would wager that a third of America has Salacious B. Crumb on their back. just constantly needing something.
Yeah.
Anything.
The stress of going through airline security, it just creates that monkey. That monkey's being born on my back, and I am essentially for 2 hours before the flight, if there is a bar, monkey me up. Salacious B. Crumb. Salacious B. Crumb.
Even if that monkey doesn't require alcohol, barbiturates, what have you, when it sees the drug dog, it will want to pet it. And you need to tell that monkey no.
Right.
Which will make that monkey sad.
That's what we're trying to explain here, everybody. Sometimes the monkey's got to be sad. All right. If you're on your way to a funeral, maybe not appropriate. If you want to pet the drug dog, probably also not appropriate. I go every day not petting my monkey. I know there's things that would make that monkey hungry in the wrong way.
This is true. There are a lot of, you are catered to, your lizard brain is catered to, but the monkey brain, it is catered to everywhere as well.
Lizards, monkeys, we got all kinds of shit living inside.
Yeah.
The mouse who ate the what is that?
There was an old lady who swallowed a fly.
Yeah, there was an old lady who swallowed a fly of addictions. That's what I am.
Just a big layer upon layer of addiction.
Addicts
brains.
are like onions, okay? There's layers.
It's layers.
Or should I say addicts are like ogres? That seems a little rude.
Yeah.
But not if you've seen all 4 Shreks, which are about how actually ogres are pretty nice. And I'm that kind of a sophisticated person who doesn't just think of ogre as a mean word. I think of it as Mike Myers, a nice smiling Canadian friend.
He is a friend. I pulled up the IMDb for this to check out the parents' guide.
Sure.
Do we want to dive into what it
let's dip in. Let's check out what Denzel's up to when he's flying around.
Under sex and nudity, we have 3 separate things. A naked couple is shown in a hotel room. The man's lower half is covered by bedsheets, but the woman wanders around the room naked for a while. Her breasts, butt, and vagina are all shown as she walks around and bends. Extremely graphic.
How very European.
Next, in a porn set, you see from a distance fully nude women or topless women, a brief full frontal female nudity from a distance, and male rear nudity when a man drops his towel.
Oh, no, the man cheeks.
Finally, a woman lays half asleep on her stomach in bed, topless and covered by the bedclothes from the waist down. As she drowsily adjusts her position, one of her breasts dangles into view. For profanity,
those descriptions of the people being nude were much
kind of
more,
sick. Yeah,
much more unsettling than just seeing
very
a naked person.
Uncomfortably evocative. Her breast dangled into
very
view
specific verbiage
from the bedclothes. Profanity, severe. Profanity is scattered throughout the movie. Uses of strong language in which is about 50 of the F-bomb and derivatives, at least one of them paired with mother.
Oh, no.
Nearly 25 uses of shit. God and Jesus used repeatedly, including one back-to-back usage of the F-bomb. What is...
It's fucking fuck? Did someone drop a fucking fuck?
I guess. That's not as cool. I kind of hoped it was like a fuck.
Fuck. Here we go again. We gotta get this plane in
like,
the air.
Like 2 separated by a span of breaths, like, and then it's uttered again. Yeah. I don't know.
That's probably
what it is.
It's the least funny. It's probably true. A guy going fuck, and then he reels fuck.
Yeah. According to this person, we hear rough slang for the male anatomy as well.
Wee. They drop the
dub. Yeah.
They show a man's ass cheeks, and they call the male member a wee. I cannot understand how
disgusting.
anyone can finish this.
I won't even read the drugs portion because that's just too.
It's just.
It's not funny.
Listen, John Goodman's handing you some IMDb profanities. You gotta roll with it, all right?